Good morning to you and welcome to today's Facebook Live. My name's Jenny McCormack and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I live in Brackley, which is a small market town in Northamptonshire. Our closest point of reference that people might have heard of is Silverstone, the Formula One and other racing circuit. So thanks for joining me. If you are joining me live, you'll see a little live rectangle on probably on the top left hand side of your screen. Feel free to add any comments or thoughts or feedback. If you have any questions, obviously you can use that comment section as well. And if you're watching on replay, whether that's on Facebook or on the YouTube version, and you have any questions or comments, please use the comment section there on either of those platforms. Because if you have any questions, obviously I'd be delighted to help you. So, good morning to everybody. I can see we have Kim. So, hi Kim. I'm not getting any comments on my phone, which is really helpful, isn't it? Let me see if I can kick it off again. There we go. So, yesterday we used our Party Puffins stamp set to create this card. So, it's a fun stamp set, very easy to use. Perfect if you're not that keen on colouring in, because basically you're going to stamp it in a black ink and then just add a few tones. Hi Kim, I'm just wondering because it doesn't say live on my phone. How bizarre. Very strange. Do let me know if it is working. I have no idea what is occurring. So it might be fine, in which case I apologise for holding everybody up. Let me see. Oh, I am live. Thank you. That's very weird. Anyway, I'll try that again in a minute. So it uses Party Puffins, and this can be found in our new annual catalogue on page 67. The stamp set is £19 and it's a great fun stamp set. It's got some nice sentiments and a nice script as well. If you look further up on the same page, you'll see this card here with the circle cutouts, and that's from another set of new dies called Picture This. And this is actually two dies. One creates circles and the other creates rectangles, and it's perfect for this type of thing where you're highlighting something or just for something slightly different. Let me just show you the two dies on here. It's probably easier to see here than it is in person. So it's this one here at the bottom called Picture This. So it is two dies, and one cuts out the circle and the other cuts out three rectangles. And the nice thing is it's double use, so you obviously can use the outline as designed, but you also end up with lots of cut out stitched circles and rectangles that you can use for other purposes. So let me show you what that looks like. So the die as it comes, this is just the circular one. It provides stitching on the outside and the inside of the circle. So here is one that I have punched out already. I don't know if you can see the stitching on there or not. Hoping you can. And then there's another one for the rectangle. So it's two actual dies, but they cut out this fab image. So I had a little play yesterday because I hadn't opened the die set at all. And I just literally die cut from a piece of, in this case, grey granite card. I stamp some of the images and just pop them behind. So it makes a really fun card. You could put this up on dimensionals if you wanted to. I think that's what they've done in the catalogue. So there's various ways that you can cut out this die, and just wanted to show you a couple of those. So obviously you can cut it straight from a piece of card. This is smoky slate, and this is cut to the size of a card front minus ½ centimetre. And all I did was place the die on there like that and run it through the machine, and you end up with the cutouts and also obviously the original. Now you can position this anyway as well, so you can angle it either way, obviously within keeping of that size of card. Doesn't matter whether you have it one way or the other, and obviously this will also work sideways on. On this one I cut it out with the rectangle stitch die at the same time, so that I placed that on my card, and then I added that and ran both of those through my die cut and emboss machine in one go, and that was absolutely fine. And that's how I've created this one, which has got a stitched edge here and the stitched circles. So there's lots of different things that you can do with this. I'm just going to try my phone and see if this clicks back in again. Apologies. It looks no, doesn't look better. Hi Tracy. Hi Carol G. So let us see. One of the other things you can do is I positioned this one a little bit further up so that there is space for a sentiment at the bottom. So there's plenty of options for playing around with this set. So let's do some filling in. So I'm going to use, I think, this one, so I can put a message at the bottom. And you can use anything behind these windows. So you could use patterned paper. It would be really fun with one of the small pattern paper designs. You could put flowers in here and patterns in the others, so lots of different combinations. So what I'm going to do is stamp some of the images, and this is a great way of just using up some spare pieces of card, because you want to allow some space around each of the images so that you can pop it into here, because obviously not all of this image is going to fit. So this one fits perfectly, okay, but these ones here you're only going to have a small element. So the cake, for example, will fit in those. So the three smaller ones will either fit, in this case, the little fish, you can see that there, or the candles. So I did talk yesterday about cutting the candles up, so I'm going to do that today, just to show you how you can get more from your stamp sets. So let's do a little bit of stamping and then we'll put this card together. Let me move that one out of the way. So I did re-ink my Memento inks yesterday. I'm hoping I haven't overdone it. Fingers crossed. Let me just grab that little puffin, because I don't think I've used him yet. So grab this. So all I'm going to do is stamp out various bits and pieces, and then you can either, there's lots of different ways you can cut them out to fit, so I'll show you that when we get there. Okay. So when do you like stamp surgery? Some of my customers go, you can't possibly. Just going to try the other ink. I haven't inked this puffin up at all actually, so I should have, I might have to stamp them off first down here. Yeah. Okay. So good morning to everybody who has joined us. It's a beautiful sunny morning. Got my summer dress on today. I really need to wipe, I need to clean this off. It's still got some film on from manufacturing. Good morning, Lynn. So we had our what day is it today? Wednesday. Oh dear, we had our coffee and card on Monday, didn't we? That was a real success, and everything has been cleaned within an inch of its life since. Okay, let's try that again. Exactly, Wendy. But I could understand customers who don't like to cut things up. Okay, so we've got a penguin there. A penguin? A puffin. Oh, I don't know which ones of these I'm going to use, so I'm just going to ink up a whole bunch and then decide which ones. Sorry if that's off the bottom a little bit. Tuck myself in a bit more. Okay. Go. I'm just going to do that one again. It's got hair on it. Sorry, ladies. There we go. So despite re-inking this, I still need a bit more ink on there. I don't like to over ink them, that is the thing. There we go. And then let's have some fish. All wrapped up like a present. They are indeed, Wendy. I expedited my order for my class on, so I ordered it Friday night at 11 o'clock and it arrived yesterday. So you can't argue with that. So here we are, a bit of stamp surgery, ladies and gents. So these are the 3 candles that are all together as one. And all I'm going to do is just cut straight across here and here. So that now I've got 3 individual candles that I can stamp. They will go back together again because I haven't tidied them up. So I leave the edges exactly as they are. And then they can go back like so on your block. So what that allows me to do then is just ink up individual candles. Not 4 candles, no. Yes, Wendy, it was effectively next working day delivery after order, especially considering it was a weekend. So the nice thing about this is you can now place multiple candles together. And you can use your template here, okay, to see what's going to fit where. Let's just have couple with just a candle on its own. Okay, let's see, what else have we got? What did I have in my sample? Oh, and the birthday cake. So for this one with the candles, I just cut the two on the right hand side. So let's add the birthday cake, and then we'll have a selection, whoops, sorry ladies, and put those together. Here's the cake. So what I'm actually going to do is cut everything out and then colour it once it's in place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use this one that I've cut with a little bit of a border across the bottom, and so that I can put happy birthday across there. So let's do that. Sorry. There we go. So I've got happy birthday. As I say, this would make a great birthday invitation, especially for youngsters. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some of these in place. So this one, I could have him entire, I think. So what you can do is a number of things. You can get the right size circle, pop that on top, and then with a pencil or a pen, I just grab a pencil in case I go skew-whiff. Then you can, so just cover that up so that you know you've got the main bit, and then draw a rough circle around. Okay, and then you can cut that knowing that that circle is bigger than the picture, so that when you put it in you won't see the pencil line. You could also use a punch. So this is a 2-inch punch, and that's roughly actually about the size of my line drawing. All right, no worries, Wendy. Okay, so there's lots of different ways you can do that. The main thing is that you want some overlap, so that when you're putting your your puffin down, you've got space around the edge of here for the glue. Okay, so he's going to go in that one. I'll have the cake in another one, and I might be able to just use that same punch because this is going to go behind the other one, so I know that that's going to work. So I'm just doing this very roughly on my page here. Let's move that up like that. Hope you can see that okay. We can have the candle in one. Don't know if we want one candle or 2 candles, and we've got the little fish. So let's see, what have I got? Let's try this. That's 2 candles. Let's see if that's going to fit. Oh yes, the 2 will fit. So that's going to go down in there. So this is the bit that takes the time. It's working out what's going to go where. Like so. 2, 3. I might actually put the candle up here. And if it was like a 5th birthday, you could have 5 candles in this window, for example. So I'm just building up my scene, if you like. So here's the fish. That's going to go behind one. Now if I've cut my circle too big, I'm just going to trim it off at the back. That will work like so. And let us see. I've got another space there for another puffin. So I've got this one. I might do the one with the party hat, which I don't think I stamped, because then he'll be facing the other one. Okay, so let's just stamp the party hat. Ink. This would be a great way of using up little snippets of designer paper as well. So I'm going to put him at the top, but just the just his sort of head area. So I'm going to give it a bit of a larger area, and then I can trim it down when I've worked out what bit's going to fit in there. Perfect. And I think I could use You're the Best, which I know just fits in. It's a little bit tight, but it will fit in. Let's pop it on here. And then it's just a case of placing them behind the gaps and then layering them up. So there's my You're the Best. Let's just cut around that one when I can see my scissors. There we are. Thanks to Tracy, I can find them because she's got a great scissor tag on there. So literally just, as you can see, cutting around it like that. There we go. Okay, so I have got my designs roughly. So let's put them together. So I'm going to pop the puffin here with the party hat up on the top. So the best way to do that is turn this over, grab your wet glue and just put a small amount around the outside. You could put some self-adhesive on the back when you cut this out, but I think then that would be too sticky. Everything would stick to it, and you know you want to be a bit more selective as to what fits where. So I'm just going to position that like that. Okay, and I've got a little bit coming out over here, so I'm just going to fold this back and trim it. Just cut the edge off like so. So I know that that is then clear of the next one. Okay, let me see, let's put in, so we had the birthday cake down here so that the full puffin fits in there. So let's do the birthday cake next. So it's this one here. So I am doing another live this morning at 11, and that is to show you the new papers that feature in my paper share. Good morning, Lynn. That was close, although oh no, I want those two looking together, don't I? There we go. No, let's move this over a little bit. So I said in the live yesterday that birthday cake is a little bit wonky, so it's perfect for putting in there. Okay, so here the puffin's going to go behind that one. So it's going to do that. So definitely put the glue on the reverse of here. Don't put it on the front of here, because you may not know exactly where you're going to finish putting your finished image. Okay, and I would recommend you have a silicone mat underneath so that any spare glue goes onto that. She says, not being able to find her silicone mat. It'll be here somewhere. Okay, so those are my 3 large images, and now I'm going to drop in the 3 smaller ones. Now, as I said, this could easily be patterned paper. So, for example, I've got, not that it matches in particular, but you could easily, for example, put a sheet behind that covers the other 3 or any outstanding holes that you've got, or you could put in 3 different ones. For example, this is from the dragonfly papers, so I mean the little dragonflies would look quite cute as well, wouldn't they? Like so. Just make sure you're picking ones out that, you know, either you've got an element of it, for example, or you've got the entire thing. Okay, so let's put these ones on, because that was my original plan, so it doesn't really matter which way these go. I hope you're well, Lynn. Nice to see you. You must be, I'm guessing, on a day off today. Okay, so let's pop that one in there. And I do like to do these one at a time, just so you control where this glue is going. Nothing more than that. So if you're working on your best dining room table, I don't think your family would be very impressed if you coated it in glue. And what have I got left? You're the best. There it is. Okay, now I know I'll need to trim some of this off on the right, so I'm going to do that now. So if you want to see all of the papers, then do hop back at 11 this morning, and I'll be running through theirs there. And the paper share is open to anyone in the UK. My first lot have just gone out, so I've got the next lot ready to order. There we go. Voila. Okay, so now I'm just going to do some colouring in, and then I'm going to pop this on some backing card. So really, I was going to say quick and easy. If you'd stamped all your components out first, you could cut them into circles and then work your way round. If you're using patterned paper, that's even easier, because you could just literally punch out 6 circles of patterned paper, and just make sure that you're covering the largest ones first and then using smaller ones for these, just so you haven't got so much bulk on the back. So there's a little bit of overlay, but not a great deal. So I'm just very quickly going to fill these in, and let me see what card bases I've got to hand. So I picked up 2. I've got Pacific Point and Mango Melody, so I thought that would look really nice and bright with the blue here. It does actually, Kim. Yes, you don't have to colour this in at all. Let me know whether you think the Mango or Pacific Point while I'm deliberating and colouring these in. So I'm just going to colour the beaks in. Now, Christine did inform me yesterday that the beaks do have a little bit of a blue tint in here, a blue-grey tint. Let's do this. Oops, that's the wrong colour for the fishbow, never mind. Let's do his feet. Voila. And 2, 3, 4. There we go. Let's add a little bit onto here. Pacific Point, says Kim. They do look nice together, don't they? There we go. Let's do this one. Like so. We'd have a chocolate cake, couldn't we? So I don't have a Pacific Point blends pen, but I do have Night of Navy. So I've got a light and a dark. So let's do this one here, and let's do his hat, his party hat. So you could use any stamp set behind these, any at all. Let's use Light Daffodil Delight. There we go. That. I'm going to do pumpkin pie for the fish. So the nice thing about this die, as I say, is when you cut it, you get all of these stitched circles. So if you're missing our stitched shape framelets, then this will get you a whole set of little circles. 2, 3, and let's have I'm going to do so saffron so it looks a bit like lemon icing. There we go. And you could leave the birthday cake white. You could have a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue. I think I did one with chocolate, this one here. I did with soft suede to make it look a bit like chocolate on there. Okay, I think that will do. So we're going Pacific Point, I think. That was Kim's suggestion. Let's do that. I haven't scored this card. Let me just do that. And you could obviously add embellishments in there as well. You could wrap ribbon around it. You could have strips of paper going behind on a sheet and then put this on top. That would be really effective. So I can see lots of different ideas with this set of dies. As I say, you get the two. You get one with rectangles and one with circles. So that's going to go onto there like that. I think no, I'm going to do it flat. I think I could put it up on dimensionals. So there we go. So just a little bit of glue, so a scribble of glue. Although I'm covering a fair amount, I'm only putting a small amount of glue on at a time. Remembering I've got various layers of card behind there. I want to make sure they're all attached. So just layering that down like that. There we go. And let's pop a penguin on the outside of our envelope, and I might put one on the reverse as well. This is cute, this little one here, so let's pop him on there and we're done. Yes, the dies would be good for photos, you're quite right, Lynn, they would indeed. Let's pop him on there, or her, like so, and let's put one on the back as well. And obviously, like yesterday, we could do the inside. So this was our stamped images from yesterday. So now I've cut the candles up. You could literally just have them in a line going across the back. Oh, hi, Christine. The rat fish is rather cute, isn't he? There we go. And just colour in his or her beak and feet. Just very quickly. Like so. Put this one on here. There we are. 11 in your head. Oh, so 11 is for our paper share, Christine. That's why you had 11 in your head. Okay, there's that one there. Perfect. So there's our fun matching envelope, and there is our card. So the dies are called Picture This. They're £32 and you get the 2 sets of dies. So you get the one that does this image here and you get all the stitched circles, and then you one that has 3 rectangles as well, slightly offset, which would also be good for banner type cards. As I say, this would be perfect with some designer papers behind. For example here, obviously not all the same. But you could, if you just got offcuts of designer paper, or in this case I've got offcuts of our in colours, you could just have different patterns on each. You could just imagine that coming together. But these could, you know, you could use our in colour patterned papers for these, like so. So lots of different ideas with this set. I've just matched it with the puffins for today. So there we go, more Party Puffins. This was yesterday's one. I did add some more Wink of Stella to the birthday cake and candles yesterday. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to clear the decks, and oh, a shaker card. Oh, yes. Thank you. And that would be so easy just to put a border around. Thank you. I might have to do a shaker card tomorrow, Kim. Thanks for that idea. Perfect. Right, that's tomorrow sorted. Thank you, Kim. You're a superstar. Right, so hopefully I may see some of you at 11 AM this morning when I go through the paper shares that I have available, and for you to see the main new designer series papers. So I look forward to seeing you then. If not, I shall be back tomorrow, Thursday at 7. Gosh, it is Thursday tomorrow. Whew. Thursday at 7 PM. for our shaker card. Thank you, Kim, for the idea. All right, thank you so much, ladies. I hope you have a good day. I hope to see some of you back here shortly. And if not, take care. Enjoy your afternoon and your day. And I look forward to catching up with you really soon. Look after your loved ones, look after yourselves, and keep crafting. Thank you. Bye-bye.